silent.
It's usually funny.
And Chris Gold needs to take that. That advice was silent.
Are you on what is it called? Instagram?
Yeah,
What is your
it's
thing?
Blastnar.
Blastnar.
Yeah.
The mother trucking Blastnar.
Someone took my name. They took my name on the PSN too.
What is your name from then?
Um, it's something we thought of. It's like a drink that we invented a long time ago.
So you invented a drink and then someone stole your name.
Well, so I don't know. I mean, because back when Guitar Hero was big, I had a lot of people following me, and like I had to try to snatch up as many like Narblast accounts as I could because there people were taking them.
These
So
thieves, these crooks and criminals, all these Chris Golds out there.
yeah, it was pretty whack. So that's why my YouTube channel is Blastnar, my Instagram is Blastnar, my PSN is nar_blast. Because I got all that stuff like way after I had my Xbox.
If I was cool, I would have had been able to promote your channel. I would have put your Twitter on here, but we're not cool enough for that. So, all right, it is time. We're commencing here. It's another week gaming with friends. It's Tuesday night. I apologize. Last week I was sick. I know some people didn't want to get on the show either because they didn't want to follow up the Beast the previous week. It's very difficult to top the Beast. But this week we're gonna try. We have his head. We have his head showing the camera. All right, there we go. Now we have his face. Mr. Narblast, Ryan Flores.
Hello.
Welcome to the show. For some reason, it's saying dropped, and I don't like it. Mr. Producer in the background. Do you think you doing my thing is causing any lag? Oh, he went silent. So maybe I would.
So he,
Okay, well, I'm popping in as producer.
As
I would
producer.
say let's restart it. Let's cut it in half. Like and instead of 720p, we'll bump it down like
No,
maybe
we
five,
don't.
6.
No, we don't have to cut the stream in half. I'm just wondering if you being able to control my computer is jacking up the actual stream quality.
It might.
Well, stop.
But you were already having problems before, so you can't blame it on me.
Well, I just want to see. So I'm going to stop you, and then we'll see if that fixes it. But how do I stop you from controlling my computer?
I guess I'll do that. Let's see.
Yeah.
It might be me. Okay.
Okay.
I am not controlling you anymore. By the way, I think you might have wasted his gamer tag story before anybody was actually watching.
Oh,
Just
that's
saying.
that's all right. It wasn't really a story. It was a conversation between Narblast and myself.
it's called a conversation, Eric.
Exactly.
Hey, that's something that you would put on the show, but whatever.
It's
Are
not
you
a-
doing any better?
It's not always about what do you want to call it? Entertaining
Yeah.
the masses. It's about me
No,
knowing
you see,
stuff.
what we got to do, we have to have we have to pay for a subscription to like the Gaming and Friends Show Plus, and you get all the behind the scenes stuff.
Behind the scenes. What is up, Kano Fury? Welcome, welcome. So, as before, I think everything is working now. We had some lag, drop frame issues. There's something wrong with my internet. I'm going to have to contact Time Warner. TWC. Actually, last night we had no internet. Go figure. But it was on the news, so it must have been serious, catastrophic. But now, we are back. It is Tuesday night, gaming with friends. We have Mr. Ryan Flores, Narblast, fellow Iron Man gaming champion. He won Iron Man gaming 2010. He is a pimp dog. But, as always, with my guests, I'd like to start off with, how did we meet each other? Do you recall how we met each other?
Yeah, I met you Iron Man 2009. Me and a friend of mine who I played Guitar Hero with, we went to the Iron Man on like a week's notice or something weird. And we got to the hotel. We saw you and Mark. Like we recognized you two. You guys were together. And I think my friend, I think it was my friend that said, "Hey, like Jamal and Mark, what's up?" And he said, "Hey, we got a bunch of beers in the hotel room if you want, like, want to hang out or something."
Look at us being super cool. No, I mean we were really cool.
You kind of blew us off. You're like, "Okay, yeah, whatever," and you walked away. And then we were hanging out in the room, and then your friend, what was the guy that got in that argument with Chris Gold?
John Gold,
Gold.
John Petrilli.
He came. It was kind of late. Like it might have been after 10, I think. He trudged up to our room and was like, "Hey, is Jamal here?" Like, no, why? He's like, "Oh, because he said him and Mark might be coming by." I was like, "Oh, that's kind of cool." Like we didn't know. And then I don't know what you ended up doing, but Mark and I spent like an hour playing Atari. We were playing Outlaw. We spent like an hour playing it against each other.
Was that was the night I think I hung out with my brother. Like he came and picked me up.
No, that might have happened, but that was the year. That stuff happened the year afterwards, because that was the Street Fighter tournament that you left or whatever.
Oh yeah, that's the tournament that never ended. The tournament that went on and on and on and never stopped because they had one. TV.
One TV for a 3-on-3 team double elimination tournament.
It was fun, but dude, I was like, come on, hurry this nonsense up. We need to move faster and faster. But so we met at 2009. That's basically as best as I can recall it, because there was no like significant turning point upon our meeting. Like it was not like, oh, I met Narblast. It was just a general thing. It was kind of we met and then we competed, and it was really cool. You played me a Street Fighter? Did I whoop your ass?
Yeah, you beat me, and I was very upset because I knew you weren't very good.
That's a view. Was it like the nerves that got to you? Because I know you're way better than me now.
No, I had picked up that game like a week and a half leading up to that. I hadn't I had never played it.
All right.
But just watching you do your nonsense, I knew if I knew how to block, like if I knew what to look for, because you're playing Blanca.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
I do the same thing over and over.
Yeah, like if I knew if I knew how to defend it, I would have been fine. And then had I had another week, I would have been fine. But I never really played against a Blanca player before, so I didn't know what to look for, how to block stuff. So I got hit by some dumb stuff.
At least you didn't get up and walk out and leave. You actually finished.
What am I gonna do? I mean, I spent $400 to go there. I'm not gonna leave.
You weren't. Are you sure you weren't hungry and had to get up and just not lose?
That's still one of the best moments of that tournament ever.
Yeah, it was so epic. But talking about Iron Man of Gaming, to me, Iron Man of Gaming is one of the most prolific, one of the best tournaments ever. The style and the format of it, there are some tweaks that they can make, but just if you want to be the best gamer in the world, you need to be the best all-around gamer. You can't just be good at one game. You have to be able to step up to perform in any amount of genres, any time frame, any time zone. So to me, Iron Man of Gaming is the best. And it actually, even though it's small and it doesn't have more than 200, 300 competitors at any one time, it has some of the best memories and some of the best moments. Wouldn't you agree to that?
Well, it's got some of the best overall players that I've ever seen. You know, there are a couple guys. I mean, like the current champion now, he's winning 3 years in a row. He's really fun to watch. You know, it's always fun to watch like an Evo or something where these guys have put their lives into this game, and they're really good. But like me, you, Josh to an extent, Mike obviously, like. I don't know who knows, but like we don't get a whole lot of notice on the games. Like as far as what games we're going to play in the tournament and in what format or anything, we get the whole rule set like maybe 2 months out or something.
Right.
And that's actually being pretty nice on the time.
Yeah, it's generous. And then we have what is it called, 8 to 10 games of practice, which is no easy feat when we all have to work and have jobs and have responsibilities.
Well, I mean, Chris does what he does.
Well, he has nothing, or at least he has a job now, but before he didn't have a job. But even with his free time, he just doesn't focus to practice, because even if you do have time to practice, it takes dedication to sit down there and play a game that's how old, and to get there and figure it out like it's new again.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I think his problem is he has a sense of entitlement for some reason, of like, just because he's playing in the tournament means he has to win. Like he doesn't practice, he doesn't learn, and he doesn't put the time in like the rest of us did.
All right, so
Whatever. I don't talk about that dunce anymore.
So you won the Ironman because someone's asking who you are. You won the Ironman Gaming Championship in 2010, the year after I won it. You came to 2009. You saw what it takes to win. You went home, and the next year you prepared, and you came in and you just, I wouldn't say you stomped us, but you did do a good amount of work that first day.
Yeah, I did. I think I won Ikaruga, and I got second in the other. I think I got like fifth. I messed up in Explosion, man, real bad.
And I know you said you screwed up Crazy Taxi as well.
Yeah, that one, I got caught up in a really bad spot where a bus like showed up. It just messed me up.
Yeah, that game was somewhat random. When I practiced it, it was the least fun for me to practice. I just kind of didn't want to do it, and I didn't think anyone would really come up with any sound strategy.
Well, you saw my run, I think, in the hotel, and you kind of verbally just gave up.
Well, yeah, but you had such a good run. But the thing is, no matter how good you do, you only have one shot to do it. And then when you go in there and perform, you fuck up. Like Ikaruga, that was my downfall. Was I actually never practiced. I never kept continuing if I've messed up. So in my practice, if I died or screwed up, I would just start over. So when I screwed up in the actual live thing, I didn't have any way of recovering. You know?
Yeah, I messed up in the middle during the mini boss, where like the big thing in the middle and everything spins around it.
Right.
I messed up there.
Yeah.
And I had to. I actually did some pretty, like the little ships that show up right after that, like in the row. I actually like zigzagged in between them to get my chain back up. It was kind of risky, but it worked.
All right, so both you and I both got screwed out of the belt. We didn't get to keep the belt, but being the Iron Man of Gaming, being the Iron Man of Gaming champion, after you left and you went home to your hometown and you went to the bars, were ladies throwing themselves at you because they wanted to get a piece of the Iron Man? Were you getting some poontang left and right?
Non-stop.
You see, that's what you get. It's not just about it's not about the belt that we don't get or the little bit of prizes we get. It's about the women. What does that proof go?
Of me I had a picture made, or a T-shirt made of me holding the belt. I said, "This is what it would look like if I had it still."
No, it's definitely we do it for pride. We love the competition. It's definitely if it ever comes back, it's definitely something we all should do. Everyone should come out there and they should compete and not be like, oh, I can't win. I don't have that. You want to go out there and do the best that you can. I mean, that's all it's about, is having fun and enjoying yourselves. I guarantee you, Ryan or myself, we will make your time worthwhile if you come out there.
Yeah, I mean, I think I remember the first year that we all had met up with Mike. I mean, I think he was kind of not, I wouldn't say scared, but like he didn't really want to hang out with us after the first day when all of our runs were over.
Yeah,
so we had asked him to come up to the room, and I think him and his weird partner thought that like we were going to try to pump him for information,
Yeah, and I understand where he's coming from, because he put some serious time and effort into it, and he didn't want us to sabotage him, and I understand it, but it's more of a friendly thing. It's like admiration for one another, because we all have that same passion for gaming, and we're all competing at Ironman, so we're like brothers.
But I mean, even at that point in the tournament, I mean, you're not going to learn something game-changing to where you're really going to, like you're not going to really change your placements.
Right, strategy-wise, because it takes a lot of practice to actually get these runs down, because a lot of the runs that we do,
like the day, 10 minutes before. I mean, I did with Sonic. When we stole East Gold.
East Gold! Yeah, well, it's some of it you can do, because if it's part of what you do, and he just said a little tweak here or there, it works really well. Yeah. But you don't have the consistency that you had.
There was no way we would have been able to do that.
Right. So, no, that's fun.
Still put the effort in, and we were at a certain level already. So
we're amazing. We are the best around. Nothing will ever keep us down. So.
Still fighting off the ladies with that belt.
fight out the ladies with that non-existent belt. What we should do is we should cut out some paper belts, and I put Iron Man the Gaming Champion 2009, and then you make one for 2010, and then we Snapchat a photo or put a photo on Instagram or Facebook, and just see what people have to say about that, because we deserve to have the belt. Mike has freaking 3 of them. You know, like if I would have got the belt, I would have been more apt to push hardcore to get another belt. You know, once you get that belt around your hands, oh boy, Kano.
Well, and you got kind of your prize for winning wasn't that great. I mean, it was pretty cool to get the consoles. I mean, I heard later that one of them didn't work, but
yeah,
it was kind of a cool. I mean, what was that, $600 of stuff?
Yeah, it was basically $600. But the problem is I had all of it already.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, if you're in the tournament and you win it, you most likely already have that stuff.
You're practicing, yeah.
And wait, did Josh get that Nintendo World Championships like reproduction cart?
No, and that's one of the things that upset me, is because they said they were going to give the prize that year. Each person that won an individual title, an individual game, was going to get something special, like a little trophy or something. So I won the Dig Dug, and I thought I was going to get like a little Dig Dug trophy, and I thought that would have been really cool.
That one bugged me too. I should have beat you.
Oh well, you can't. All you got is one shot, playa. All you got is one shot. You can't compete like me, baby. I still feel that I'm the best Iron Man the Gaming competitor. Even though Mike Lukanov's won multiple times, I just feel like I won when it counted.
Yeah, there were a lot of people in your tournament.
Yeah, there were so many people, and there was a lot of things. But I feel like if there was more tournaments or more competitors, I think, as far as the pulling away, because generally what happens after the first day, there's someone that pulls away so far ahead. But if there's more people that join in,
6 are set
much
after the first day.
Yeah, but if there's like 200 or 300 people, and you would say 50 of them are serious, it's gonna be like
people
close.
Are gonna be all over the place.
Yeah, and it's gonna be really close. One game, if you take one game, that could put you above someone else, and that's what I really want to see this tournament get to, that level. And
or like the first place out of day one has like 80 points, not 260.
Well, they would have 100 points.
Or
like 120, yeah. They have a 10-point lead.
Because I think when I won it, I had 270 or something stupid, or 260 or something. I had a lot.
Right.
Like going to the second day. And I think you did the same thing.
Yeah, I had a huge lead over almost everyone, but Josh still could have beat me if he got a Tetris at the end. I was like sitting there. It sucked sitting there watching him play. Like, oh my god, please don't get a Tetris. Please don't get a Tetris, because I had no idea where his score was at, because you just sat here and watched. And I'm like, he's playing. It was Rad Racer, right? And he's dying. I'm like, all right, keep crashing. I'm like, yes. So
yeah, I was doing that on the second year Mike won for DuckTales, because he kept on getting hit and like falling into the plants.
Right.
And I was right behind him. I got second that year.
Freaking East Gold could have beat him. That's crazy. What if East Gold took Mike's championship belt?
Well, I mean, theoretically he should have, because Mike doesn't know what he's doing with fighting games. That was stupid.
I think East Gold just got the Jamalism. What I mean by that is, you win once, you get so excited and pumped that you take yourself out of that focus zone. And that happens to me a lot. It even happened to me the last year when we were playing that one. What was that? Or not last year, but the last Iron Man game. We were playing that one where you hit the balls back and forth. What was that game called at the very end? Lethal League. Yeah, it was Lethal League. So we were playing that, and I finally think I was in the zone, and I got so excited, I stood up and screamed. And then, like, right directly after that, it's hard to get focused. I'm like, but that happens to me a lot.
Yeah, that happened to me too. I think in Lethal League, like I ended up like floating, and I grabbed a ball that was going really fast, and I took one of the rounds.
Yeah, you can only do that in games that you're 100% confident in, like where you're like, all right, it doesn't even matter. You can get back into that. So going forward, if they were to bring Iron Man to gaming back, what do you think they should change about it, and what do you think will make it better?
Double elimination tournament, and if they make it a pay event, I think you should be able to, let's say maybe buy up to like 5 tries in single player games. Maybe give 2, and you have the option to buy 3 more.
I wouldn't be opposed to that. I think that could work really well as long as the money went to the prize pool.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like a poker tournament.
Yeah, it all ends up becoming a bonus.
That's interesting.
That's what the Tetris championships used to do. I don't know what they do now because they moved the qualifier out of California, but they used to let you rebuy like the whole day pretty much. I mean, it costs $5 a try.
Well, I mean, because it's so some games are so random, like that one Burnout game. It's like
random. Crazy Taxi was random. There's another one that was really bad. Mega Man. That was stupid.
Now the only problem that I could foresee with that is then it comes down to potentially the best gamer is not necessarily going to win. It's going to be the person with the most money.
Well, that's why you limit it to 3.
Oh, you limit it to 3 so you can buy in 3 times.
Yeah, so you have a total of 5.
All right.
You get 2 for free and you can buy in 3 times.
All right. No, that would work really well. And I think by the time you get to your 5th time, you're actually not nervous and you're just kind of playing.
Yeah. I mean, even with when they adjusted the rules for Sonic, and gave you 2 runs. That was great. They give you a cushion. You can kind of open up a little bit if you did real well. So.
Yeah, but if you do shitty,
at least 2 runs per thing. If it's something as fast as like what Burnout was, I would even go something like 10 because it doesn't take that long to do.
Right. And then depending, it always has to go down to how many competitors actually show up to compete. That's what it boils down to. So another thing, now that we talked about Iron Man, do you think that you have a chance of winning an Iron Man of gaming again? Now that if it gets bigger and they do it again, do you actually have a legit shot at ever winning again, or were you like a one-hit wonder?
I think it's always dumb to bet against the field if a tournament gets that big. Like with poker, I mean, once it got to tens of thousands of people, your odds of winning, even if you're good, are incredibly low. So, I mean, I think I could. I mean, I would need some luck on some of the game choices. I think the one chance I had to win again would have been the first year I met Mike, because Street Fighter was the fighting game. That should have been an easy 100 for me.
Right.
And then NBA Jam, I should have. I don't think I should have won, but I definitely think I was a better player. I think that game in particular, I don't know what they were thinking with their rules, but
well, if you know what, you can't bitch about rules if we're not running and doing the tournament. You just gotta deal with it. I mean, but the one thing I do totally agree is any tournament format should be double elimination, especially when it's random who you place. There's no seeding or anything like that. Bring back the beast. People are already saying bring back the beast. The beast will be back. Maybe I'll get him for my Christmas episode. What did you say?
I don't have my cat-proof stick.
Cat-proof fight stick. Yeah. We can only handle the beast in so many doses. But speaking of later in the month, we're actually going to have a Christmas episode where I'm going to give away free games and prize packages to people. Kind of return to my fans, the 4 people that watch every week. But that doesn't matter. Does it now? So Ryan and I are going to play a classic game called Metal Slug 3 tonight, but before we move to the gameplay, is there anything else that you care to talk about? And you want to do any Chris Gold bashing or any other comments or any things that you're working on?
Not really. I'm working on kind of reviving my YouTube channel again. I've done a bunch of Nintendo playthroughs.
Okay.
And I'm working on some other ones right now. I don't think I'm going to do No Death. I'm playing some funky games.
What is your YouTube channel called?
It's youtube.com/blastnar. And it's, I have around 400 videos, mostly NES, like No Death playthroughs. No emulators, nothing stupid. It's all just me on a couch with the recorder. A couple games that I have finished that I think are pretty notable. Ninja Gaiden, No Death, Silver Surfer, No Death, Contra, Super C, both No Death, and Jekyll and Hyde. without dying. Jekyll and Hyde, I still think it's my favorite game on the system.
Now, are you going to come to this year's VGF and showcase some of those skills and get some of those games beat for our book?
If I can make it, hell yeah. I'll bring Cheetahman over. I got Cheetahman 2 in the back.
All right, that would be nice because we could use some retro beats because the last few VGS that we've done, everyone rushes over to the new games that they've been waiting to play and get some beats, which there's nothing wrong with that, but I remember I enjoy getting some classic beats in there, even though Genesis or Nintendo really isn't classic. But
Yeah.
I'll follow in like your mom. Fat Me Cleveland coming in there with some funny shit. I like that. That's funny.
But yeah, just let me know when it is. If I can make it happen, I'll bring a box of games. I'll beat all of them. I'm pretty proficient in most Nintendo games I've played.
All right, that's easy beats and everything. So
yeah.
All right, well, let us move forward because it's time to get some game action in. Are you sure we're just gonna play Metal Slug? No, Golden Axe.
Golden Axe is too boring.
Oh shit, Golden Axe is. When you mean by boring, do you mean it's just like slow?
Yeah, you trudge along. You have your magic. I usually play as like the dwarf or whatever with the axe. It's just kind of slow. I like Metal Slug because something's always happening. You're always shooting somebody.
All right, 5 credits, normal difficulty, private game. It's only. Oh my gosh, this sucks. This audio difference sucks for me, but that's all right. Ping. All right, so how do I have to invite someone? How do I do this?
I think you hit the hamburger and the cube at the same time.
All right, friends. Good job. Oh my gosh, it's been ages. These chicks want to be my friends. All right, let me see. Oh, it used to not, when you were in 360, it used to not show what people were playing on Xbox One. It just said Xbox One. Now it shows you. Oh shit, Narblast is up in here. Yeah, it's backwards compatible. Oh wait, I got something to bitch about before we move on.
Guitar Hero Online.
No, it's something more near and dear. All right, so I have a serious problem with all these games in the direction they're going with not having a campaign and it all being multiplayer. With Rainbow Six, Battlefront, it's like you're paying $60, you're not getting a complete experience, and then I'm
playing 110.
Oh, if you do all the DLC and stuff, but I have customers at my store that are canceling their reserves. I had 2 returns on Rainbow Six because there ain't no story mode. I don't know what these companies really, if they really realize how many people appreciate there being more than just multiplayer.
Because Call of Duty wins stupid sales awards every year.
But Call of Duty has it has a story and campaign. So it does.
People buy it for the multiplayer. Same with Halo.
But it's all a lie because all right, here's what people don't realize. So they determined the statistics on Xbox 360 for Halo, saying that the majority of people play multiplayer because they never even got an achievement for playing a game. But what they didn't factor in is how many accounts did one person have? Someone made like 20 or 30 or 40 fake accounts to boost up a player or someone's stats, and they never played the campaign because they've only played it on one of their accounts. So you have 50 Xbox Live accounts, and only one of them played it because someone was boosting. Look at that stash. People want the Hottiepants is that's you can't go wrong with the stash. But I was venting and I'm getting frustrated, and I don't want to see people fail, but I want them to see that hey, you need to make a campaign, a full-fledged campaign, because there's more to the games than just this online multiplayer stuff. And trying to milk us to get. Not only do you get the online, but if you want to keep playing with your friends, you got to buy the season pass. You got to do this. You know what? It's done. Come on, let's get back to where gaming made it. Shave it on the stream. If I get more points, Narblast is shaving it on the stream. All right. How do you feel about that?
Dude, my big thing with Battlefront in particular. I mean, Star Wars is such a big, like, rich universe. They could make a story there. Like, I don't know. That really bugged me when I heard that there was no story. It's a Star Wars game. People generally play Star Wars games for the story, not for multiplayer.
Yeah, that's what you think of when you think of Star Wars. You think of
you don't think of like dogfighting. You think of all this crazy stuff with the Empire and Han Solo being frozen in carbonite and all sorts of cool stuff. You don't think about what kind of gun scope is going to take down a walker or whatever. It's not what you think when you think of Star Wars.
Yeah. So
personally, I mean, I'm still. I mean, again, I'm playing old Nintendo games still, but like the games I'm excited for are Cuphead, Mighty Number 9. I think that might be it right now.
You're excited for basically classic style games that are there for the fun, and it's not about the graphics.
I mean, that's the one thing is like, one of the reasons why I stopped playing sports games is because the games got too real. Like, if I'm playing as the Lakers, Kobe Bryant never gets tired because it's a video game. Now he gets tired, and you see his ass sweat. Like, I don't see that.
His ass sweat. You see Kobe Bryant's ass sweat. That's awesome.
The last basketball game I liked was NBA Jam. That's because Dennis Rodman ruled. But I digress.
No. Did you ever play Arch Rivals?
No. Is that a good one?
It was NBA Jam before NBA Jam. It's on the Nintendo, Mr. Nintendo. It was actually we used to play it at arcade.
Played it. That's cool.
That's funny, but yeah, it just bothers me, and it is being at the retail thing and seeing all these people frustrated over the fact that they have to get on the internet. Parents don't want their kids on the internet and stuff.
Part of the industry.
Well, it's because they want you to go that way because then they have control over your money, and then once you get addicted like Destiny, you're putting all this time into this game, and then all of a sudden you're like, no, what? I gotta buy it because I put this much time. I can't quit. It's like fucking taking drugs.
Well, yeah, but then what happens when the servers go down? Like, everyone just leaves.
Yeah, everyone's done. All that time you invested is gone.
There was an initiative where I think museums, like gaming museums, are maintaining. I don't know if they're maintaining servers or they're doing something. Like they're basically reviving old games that had servers, like servers that were only like games that were only online or only files or whatever.
Right.
And like once those servers are gone, the game is gone, right?
Yeah, that's a big problem. So the games are never going to be remembered forever because they're limited to who and when are people still playing them. Yeah. So League of Legends, how is that going to be one of the greatest games of all time when 500 years from now it could be gone, but because no one else is playing it?
Yeah, and there's no record. It's all data, and it's all on servers, and the servers are gone. The game is gone. So, like, in the name of preservation, I think they're trying to kind of revive older stuff and keep them alive, which is pretty cool.
That's definitely a good thing that these guys are doing. So, all right, let us go. Ready up?
I'm so mad that Tony Hawk was so bad. That bugged me.
Holy, it was one. Wait a second, it's blowing my eardrums out the water. All right, there we go. I just lost my mind for a second. I'm gonna take the glasses person.
Mission 1, start.
Oh yeah. Is this the really hard one?
I don't know. I played through it like 2 or 3 times.
Oh shit! How did I die?
Thank you. Heavy machine gun.
Oh shit! I have a problem. I can't really hear you because the game's overpowering you, so we're gonna have to wait to talk till after this.
Thank you. Super grenade. Thank you.
Look at that, shooting downwards. Ooh, ooh. Damn, this game ain't no freaking joke. Narblast is already using continues. Get the hell out of here. Narblast is using those continues up in the air. You gotta love this backwards compatibility, though. I feel like the 360 is my second favorite system, next to the Sega Dreamcast. Come on, Narblast, you're falling in water, getting eaten piranhas. Oh my god, I got hit in the foot. Move it. It's telling us to go and we can't even go.
Thank you.
Come on, dude. Damn, this game ain't no joke. Come on, man.
I want to play.
Play some Contra Hardcore up in here. Oh my god, I'm like, this D-pad sucks on this Elite controller for this game. I already died 3 times. I'm tearing it up with those grenades. This is the shiz night. Look at your fat ass. What did you eat? Some chicken? Did you pick a new character? Look at him. He's got his gut hanging out. No! Oh. Come on, I jumped! You know what? There must be lag in this game because aren't we playing online? Oh yeah, give me this. Now you got a regular dude. Get this. What do you give him pants for? Oh man. Oh, come on. They caught me in the air. Oh, I couldn't run away from that. Really? We use all our continues on the first level. This is embarrassing. That's what I thought. I'm like, we're not both bad as Chris Gold. Come on, dude. No, I freaking lost.
Thank you.
Is that poop? Come on, man.
Where's the Darth Vader one you played?
Get the fuck out. This game is fucking stupid. I lost all my continues already. Come on, beat the boss for us. We should have used your invincibility. Why is there a mixer up in this mega? Yay, we beat it.
Oh, that's awful.
Alright, we're done.
Yeah, that's fine.
Mission.
Oh, it was like an audio issue and everything.
Mission.
Some-
Start.
Alright, so now we're out of that. That was actually really fun.
Yeah, no, I really enjoy those kind of games.
Shooting, it requires replay, figuring out and solving how to do it, and you just get better and better each time you play. Definitely something games have gotten away from with so many checkpoints, so many continues, unlimited continue saves. People just aren't as skilled at the platformers as they used to be. Yeah, they don't have to be because they're cheap ass. They're like Happy Slappy. They put that passcode in with infinite lives, and he goes to the end of the game. He's like, no one's as bad as Chris Gold. I say Happy Slappy is as bad as Chris Gold is. Or
Oh, you're gonna have a Chris Goldoff at the VGF?
they might be on equal sitting when it comes to game playing skills, but to no avail. I don't know.
Yeah.
So I'm just glad that to be back on the stream. I know we had a hiatus last week, and I'm glad Ryan, aka Mr. Narblast, was able to make an appearance.
Oh, thanks. Well, I enjoy talking about myself.
Oh, well, that's good. We don't live in an apartment, Mister. We don't live in an apartment, Happy Slappy, anymore. But are you going to be able to return at the end of the month?
Let me know like an actual date, and I could probably make it happen.
All right, because I definitely want to get back, have several Iron Man of Gaming people on and play that Night Squad game. I think that would be really fun.
That would be fun. Yeah, I was gonna ask when you bought the PlayStation 4, the Vader one, was that your first PlayStation 4, or were you just upgrading into that one?
I got that one for free. Sony gave that to me.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, I have the white one, and I traded in my black one that I had to get the new Elite Xbox One with the 1 terabyte. So we had a black one, and now we're just using the white one, the Destiny one that I had, and then the Vader one I just have sealed. I don't know what to do with it yet.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm trying to find games to play that aren't on the Xbox One. I'm starting to find them a little bit, but
60.
Godzilla.
Godzilla.
That game was pretty fun.
Until Dawn's actually really fun if you're into that type of stuff. Did you ever play Heavy Rain or Beyond Two Souls?
No.
What about Last of Us?
That game sounds scary.
Did you play Last of Us?
No, that sounds even more scary.
Oh my gosh, dude! You need to play those games. You got a freaking PS4. You need to play Until Dawn. You need to play Last of Us. You need to play Beyond Two Souls. And
that game looks amazing.
What game looks amazing?
Resogun.
Resogun. Yeah, that's really good. You'll enjoy that. Download that, dude.
You see that there's a lot more shmups on the PS4.
Well, just get the Vita. There's a lot of everything on a Vita.
Yeah, I don't need a Vita though.
Yes, you
I
do.
barely needed the PlayStation. The only reason I got the PlayStation is because Street Fighter V.
And if you guys are tuning in and wondering why we weren't playing this, because we were supposed to play, but Mister didn't have his freaking thing. I was really looking forward to this, showcasing my talents in this. One day we'll get back to this, but Mario Maker. But all right, so So at the end of the month, we're gonna be back with some fellow Iron Man and gaming people. Hopefully Eric Flores, Mr. OG himself, maybe even Trey, and we'll play that Night Squad game. I think it's an 8-player game, so I think that will be an awesome stream to have as many of us in here playing and just getting down.
Think, an 8-person Bomberman fight would be fun.
But what game can you? I don't even think we have access to an 8-player Bomberman unless there's one on a PC.
Life.
Life. Are you saying you're a mad bomber in real life? We're gonna start bombing people. Is that what you're? We each put a head cam on and we go and search for each other.
Millions of people.
Well, the thing I think the problem is we'll probably all gang up on Chris Gold, so we'd all verge in on the one location.
Chris Gold would kill himself.
He'd be like Beast, the mad bomber. He's like, let me kill myself at the beginning, and I'll mad bomb everyone else from the outskirts.
Right? I couldn't believe that was his strategy.
That was a Beast strategy, dude. And we used to bet on that game, real life money, and he would be on your team, and I'd be like, what the fuck, dude? He's like, I feel a lot more at ease when I'm on the outside and I can help you trap them. Yeah, I'm like, dude, because then now you're giving a whole patch of items potentially to someone else that you didn't even farm. It's like, come on, at least grab the items.
For the board for free.
Yeah. Oh my God, sometimes he's a character. So, but no, anyone that wants to get some free games, December. The Tuesday that Christmas is on, I'm going to be doing a Christmas stream, giving out some free games, I can't even talk anymore, free prize packages, got the Splatoon orange hat, something definitely people would want, so.
Oh, that thing is cool.
You don't want to miss out on this stuff. Make sure you guys tune in, and when we put these prize packages, we'll make it worthwhile, and when I mean games, I mean $60 full-fledged retail games. But they're digital downloads, which suck, but whatever.
Stealing gift card from Best Buy.
So Chris Gold's going to donate a Best Buy gift card to the Christmas giveaway.
How many cards does that fool find? He always buys everything with gift cards. I don't get it.
Oh, really? I don't know. Maybe we shouldn't compromise his job and talk about this on stream. Because this is the first time I've heard anything about this.
This is alleged.
Alleged. So no one knows.
Chris Gold is allegedly 0.
That's funny. But, all right. I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in. I appreciate your guys' commitment to this stream. We're only going to get better. Next year, we're going to step up our game, have a little bit more functionality. This one was probably the best one without any errors. Normally, there's the first 10 minutes of us figuring the errors out. But thank you guys for tuning in. We'll be back next Tuesday at 10 p.m. I don't know what guests we're going to have. Don't know what game we're going to play. But we will be back. Get some better than that. Dude, you can only get is what we got. You guys, why don't you tweet Time Warner Cable? Be like, gaming with friends needs better internet. Hook it up. Multi-twitches. Well, I would definitely want to do some Super Mario Maker. But this month is dedicated to Iron Man and gaming people.
That'd be kind of cool.
What do you want to do?
Do a Mario Maker race. Get a bunch of predetermined courses.
Well, that's what I was planning on doing, but someone didn't bring a Wii U. Can you see that person? Someone didn't bring the Wii U, so we couldn't do what we originally. So every single time I had something planned, I have a curveball thrown at me, and last minute we have to come up with something else. But it's okay. I had fun. You had fun, so.
I had a lot of fun. And if I come back again, I have a story about me and Chris Gold beating Prodigy and his cronies in the tournament.
Oh. All right, so you'll definitely be back, and we will definitely talk again, and hopefully you can come back for the end of the month show, and all the Iron Man gaming people show down in a multiplayer game. I think it will be good to go. So.
Yeah, the only hard part would be because that's Christmas, so we'll figure something out.
No, you know what? It's Christmas. It's time to celebrate with the people. Sometimes you got to sacrifice your own life to help make other people happy. But all right, thank you everyone. Thanks for tuning in again, and we'll see you next Tuesday at 10 p.m. Don't be late. Don't miss out. Thank you, Kano Fury. I know you have to work early in the morning. Happy Slappy. Thank you, Eric. Thank you so much. Hottiepants, we love you. Ryan's Hero. We love you too. But we definitely need to maybe at the end of the month we should have our paper belts. If you come back on, I'll have my paper belt.
I'll make one. I'll have one made.
We'll make an Iron Man a gaming paper belt and we'll wear it proudly for the stream. So, all right.
When VGF happens, we can do some kind of contest or something. We can't call it the Iron Man of gaming because we'll get sued by Craig probably.
Well, we won't have time to do something as far as that, as big as that, but we could do something.
Well, it'll be like a 4 or 6 person, 8 person thing. It'll be really small.
Yeah, that will be fun. So, all right, people, I'm about to peace out in this broadcast. Thank you again. We love you. Good night.
Activate Fix Guitar Hero Live, please.